Okay.
Oh, be more crossing kind or can kama pa and kind casa
for being such as
kind pa am so. But so ne kind ya say ne kind ya say ku sapon mu nyina o mo tin kind casa no.
Any polo mu nyina.
Me no care no me say no man. And this a Chris atenti adwuma no ne petrol bi be just what tin kind fluently.
And
e fama be di pele.
Baby free body the bed.
But won so ready bi ya enkrofo yi. Asa emre bia omu follow enkrofo agenda.
Yeah, oh yes.
Yes, because you know Chris Atton. Or you good. You nim so you good. But ono ne yepe.
That is the question
at this stage.
You hear result oriented coach at this point in time. We have two important games out coming up. And then a bit defining see about World Cup and World Cup. We need a manager or you capable of qualifying the team to the World Cup. And you Ubizam say Chris any the right man to lead the Black Stars. That will be another issue altogether. So for me, baby, I didn't free banner and it looks like say Mickey Papano the favorite to land the job as far as a Black Star coaching job near concerned. But as to the record, the achievement or achieve in England, you know, yes, he been in the Premier League coaching teams here and there, but Ubisa say results now, yeah, na teams in Epeno, and then yeah, the more man, and no question. But again, another factor so has to do with the player quality when the clubs no coach you and who compared to the Black Stars quality no can we be able to match the Nigerians. Now the most important thing as far as Ghana football is concerned is be matching Nigerians and you qualify. You qualify, we are done. I tell you, say there are players been more on after qualification. Now or more free Black Stars and after qualification or more been knocking the doors of the Ghana Football Association to play at the World Cup. Yeah, will players be more on possible after say you qualified. They will see say Black Star na do another level be so Mubabe Bobby said yeah, Kevin Prince Boateng some time ago at a point in time was who nim baby a Ghana but the moment at Germany and for money and so who said Ghana qualified to the World Cup make I list yes, Bukasin interview be on any year way back in 2006 before the 2006 World Cup. He denied Ghana virtually. Was he Ghana? Kronim baby a country no, it has no link to Ghana. But the moment that Ghana qualified to the 2010 World Cup, then there was a certain Kevin Prince. But even qualification crowd, Mobi yet he had the opportunity to go to the World Cup. The issue is young qualified to the World Cup at this point in time. But Busam say, is it Chris the right man to lead the Black Stars at this point in time? I would say a big no. I feel say within the shortest possible time, we should get somebody who knows Ghana football.
Okay.
Who Ghana football within this possible 1, 2, 3 months, from now till March.
Your assignment. Yes. Penipan for assignment.
Assignment. We are the long term. Now we need the short term results. Obian paid the short-term results there, but we need it.
Yeah.
At this point in time, 2 months, we need that result. And when the DBM is our results, we need manager or new Ghana year at this point in time. And that's why I always say, yeah, the more local manager like Ibrahim Tanko, like Didi Dramani, even Otto-addo, man for calling for the name so no baby. He has been with the Black Star. He knows what it takes to play for the Black Star. You know what to tell the boys going into the World Cup qualifier. These are managers within the shortest possible time. I believe the human more money. Olympics disappointing me.
Now we have 3 people who are in the running and a lot of speculations about them that they could possibly take over Formula 1 rivalry. First is Ibrahim Tanko. We know Ibrahim Tanko, he's played for the Black Stars before. He's played his football in Germany for Dortmund, Freiburg, and he's also had a bit of coaching stint. So he's not been a head coach of any major team before. His first head coach role was with Ghana's under-23, the Black Meteors, where he was attempting to qualify Ghana for the Olympics for the first time since 2004. Unfortunately, when we went for the tournament in Egypt, we couldn't qualify. We lost to South Africa on penalties in the third playoff, and so we couldn't qualify. So that was his first major head coach role that he's had. After that, he was given the local Black Stars, but he's not had any major matches with them before.
From what you are saying, Ibrahim Tanko cannot be the man to help us beat the Super Eagles. So why is he in the reckoning? Because he's not coached any major team before. He played for the Black Stars, so he has loyalty. He played for Dortmund, so he understands technical football.
Yes.
He played in Germany, that's where you get it. But if he has not led any team, he's not going to send the shivers down the spine of the Super Eagles. He certainly cannot be the man to lead us against the Super Eagles, where the prize is the World Cup qualification. Yes. So Ibrahim Tanko, we don't think that he's the one. We think that he's out. Okay, who is next?
Okay, so we have Otto-addo. Otto-addo, also a former Black Star player, but he was born in Germany, raised in Germany, played his football in Germany, also played for Dortmund, and also after finished playing, he also went into coaching. At the moment, he's the first team assistant coach of Borussia Dortmund, and also he was assistant to Milovan Rajevac. After Siki Akono was sacked, he was named one of the assistants of Milovan Rajevac. But when we were going for the AFCON, unfortunately, he couldn't join the team. And so the issue with Otto-addo has been job security. So even before Milovan Rajevac was picked, the GFA wanted to give the job to Otto-addo. But his issue was with job security. After consulting with some of his friends, like Siki Akono and the rest, they told him this job security is really not there. And so he declined taking the head coach role.
But it's also because he's earning right now 800,000 euro per annum in Dortmund.
In Dortmund.
If he has to leave that job and come to Ghana, we might not be able to match that per annum.
Amount, yes.
That amount translates to what per month? So 12. Can you give me the calculation? 800 divided by 12. Let's see what we get. And then, so whether we can pay him that salary. That's the salary he's demanding. Would you say Otto-addo himself is a top-class coach?
At the moment, you can't say so because we've never seen him being the head coach of any team. He's always been an assistant and also a scout for the Black Stars when they are going for tournaments.
What did you get? 66.6 thousand euro is what we have to pay him a month to match his salary. We paid Milo what $30,000, and we are complaining because he didn't deliver. So, but if you look at Otto-addo's caliber, really, is he the kind of person you want him to come and lead the Black Stars?
He's not had a head coach role before in his career. He's always been assistant in his career, and also been scout for the Black Stars when they are going for tournaments. So a lot of the GFA people really have believed in him because of his scouting reports that they've read when he's done scouting reports for coaches when they are going for tournaments.
He's a good scout?
Yes, he's a very good scout and also very good technically with the game because he trained in Germany. And you know, Germans are very good when it comes to coaching now. If you come to the world now, German coaches are on top.
Tuchel.
So, yes,
he's not having such a great time.
Tuchel
Klopp and the Manchester United guy.
Yes,
Manchester United and Tuchel are not having such a great time these days.
Yeah.
But of course, historically, the Germans have shown that the understanding of the technical game is very good.
So because of that, and same with Ibrahim Tanko, he's also trained German trained coach. So he also has, if you also read his report, his scouting report, you get that he understands the game very well. And that's why a lot of people support them. But they've never had a head coach role. So it will be a very huge risk. And this picking the next coach is very crucial because if we get it wrong this time, it's going to be problematic because we got it wrong with CK, got it wrong with
But it also depends on what we are looking for. You see, if we are looking for an interim coach to get us over the Nigerian hurdle so that we can later on discuss what we need to do for the African Cup of Nations qualifiers in mid-year and then the World Cup in November, then that will determine who we go for.
Yeah,
so Otto-addo might be reasonably placed to take us through the two games. But he has to do a new recruitment for the Black Stars and bring in some players. If he was part of the team, why was the call-up so poor? So if that is his strength.
In going for the African Cup of Nations, really, he wasn't part of the coaching team going to the African Cup of Nations. And one thing we also heard was that Milovan Rajevac was very stubborn in taking opinions from his assistant. He was very stubborn in doing that. Then that is the reason why when Otto couldn't come, he had to bring in his own coaching staff to the camp. When the GFA even wanted to bring in local help, he said no. And so he had to bring his former Serbians to come and help him. So the coach was also very stubborn. Milovan Rajevac, very stubborn in taking recommendations and commendations from his coaching staff. So we couldn't really blame Otto-addo for
Otto-addo can still be hired to do the scouting and recruitment for the Nigerian game going into the AFCON qualifiers and eventually into the World Cup as a consultant role, that may work.
Yes, he's always ready for that because he started doing the scouting job not now, since even before the 2014
And he's a
World
Ghanaian
Cup.
born in Europe. He'll be able to talk to the European players. Tariq Lamptey and others, they're also born in Europe.
Yes, especially those born in Germany, because when it comes to Kofi who also played in the African Cup of Nations, he's very close to him and was part of those who spoke to him to come to play for Ghana because he is also born in Germany and all that. So a lot of the German Ghanaians, the Ghanaians who are born in Germany, he could also speak to them.
What's the latest with Antonio Yeboah's son?
Antonio Yeboah's son, the last we heard, he was called, but he didn't accept to come.
Antonio Yeboah's son?
Yes, he didn't
want to play for Ghana?
He didn't accept to come.
What does is he a striker like his father?
Yeah, he's a striker. He's an attacking player.
Okay. And he's playing in Premiership?
No, he's not playing at top level now. He was playing in the lower levels of
German league?
No, this Italy.
He's in Italy. And how old is he?
Italy, he is about 18. He's still in his...
He's about 18?
Yes.
Okay, so he has quite a future.
Yes.
Okay, so Otto is a 50-50.
It's 50-50.
Whether he's coming in to do the scouting.
The GFA would have liked him to come and take it for interim for the Nigeria game.
For the Nigeria game.
Then after that, they get a substantive coach. So what we heard was that some GFA officials were traveling to Germany to speak to him and see if he could come and take it for the interim for the Nigeria game before they'll see for who can take full time.
Okay, so let's go to my personal favorites now.
Yes, Chris Hughton.
Chris Hughton.
So what we are hearing is that a lot of people in...
I spoke to journalist Kwabena Eboah this morning, and he thought that Chris Hughton will be the best.
Yes, a lot of people think he among all the coaches, if you look at his CV, he's the best. He's been coaching for almost about 30 years.
Okay, so let's read out your CV. Born to a Ghanaian father and Irish mother in the UK, Chris represented Ireland at the international level as a footballer.
Yes.
Played for Tottenham between 1977 to 1990, West Ham 1990 to 92, and Brentford 1993. He played only in 93. So he was a footballer. Let me go on. Started coaching career with his boyhood club Tottenham Hotspur from 1993 to 2007 as a coach of the under-23s, then the second team, and promoted to the first team as caretaker manager for Spurs. Also managed Newcastle United, first as assistant manager and then as a caretaker. This is where he was successful. Tell us about it.
He was successful at Newcastle. So he was brought in first to Newcastle as a caretaker manager. And when he took over the team, unfortunately, the team went into relegation. When the team went to the championship, he was given the job as a full-time manager. And his first season with the team, he was able to bring them back into the Premier League just 1 year after they went into the championship. And he did it very marvelously. They didn't lose any home game, and they won the championship in that particular, and he brought them straight.
Newcastle played the entire championship without losing a home game.
Yes, without losing a home game.
Oh wow!
And he brought them straight back into the Premier League.
So he qualified Newcastle from Championship to Premier League. That was in 2008.
Yes, 2008-2009 season.
Okay, let me go on. Was made the permanent manager of Newcastle in 2009, where he led Newcastle to end promotion back to the Premier League. That's what you've told us.
Yes.
Okay, managed Birmingham City between 2011 and 2012, leading then to the group stages of the UEFA Europa League and the 5th round of the FA Cup. He qualified Birmingham to the playoffs, to the Premier League, where he lost to Blackpool over 2 legs. He managed Norwich in the Premier League in 2012-2014, leading then to an 11th place finish in his first season. Also managed Brighton, Hove Albion, and Nottingham Forest.
So with Brighton and Hove Albion, he also qualified. He qualified them to the Premier League for the first time.
Both teams.
The Brighton and Hove is one team. Brighton and Hove Albion. So he qualified.
So he's qualified 2 teams from the Championship to the Premier League. That's caliber.
Yes,
that's credibility.
It means he's able to take, because normally Championship players are not glamorous and those good players. So it means he's able to nurture players and put his style of play into them and teach them what he wants.
What is his style of play? Is he an attacking-minded coach?
So he discusses his style of play over here. He said, discussing his career in coaching was that, and he said, in my time at Newcastle, Birmingham, and Norwich, I'll generally play a certain way. But as a modern coach and manager, you have to be flexible. On most occasions, though, it's about the type of players that you've got. It's true that as a manager, I've mostly tended to play 4-4-2 or 4-4-1-1. But in my last season at Brighton, I played more 4-3-3 than perhaps I have done at any other stage. So he's a coach who is known. He's known for starting with building his defense and defending very well and relying on counter-attacks to score his opponents. Just like Milovan Rajvac in 2010 when he came. So he's known for building a very good defense, a defense who can be resistant to opposing attacks, and when they get the ball, they're able to swiftly counter-attack and score. So that's the kind of
Get me the Countryman Songo montage when we finish our plate. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Go. So you're saying that he 4-3-3 is like the counter attack you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay, but he's also suggesting that he's quite practical and he designs his strategy according to the players
that's
that
what
he has
said,
in camp. Okay.
Yes, so according to the players who come and meet in Ghana, he will also design his playing style according to.
Do you know where his father is from?
Yes, his father was born in Jamestown and he moved to
Jamestown, Gamashi.
Yes.
So he's a Ghana.
Yes. He frequents Ghana a lot. He comes to Ghana.
Yes, he does a lot with Guba as well.
Yes.
Okay, so that's Chris.
So he has spoke before about coming to coach for Ghana in previous interviews before. So in 2020, he said, my biggest joy at the moment is the day-to-day club management. That's what continues to excite me. Hughton said, the draw of affecting a team week in, week out, but international football and particularly Ghana, where my father is from, and Ireland, where my mom is from, I think about. So he has talked about coming to coach for Ghana before. That was in 2020. But at that time, he said he wanted to focus on club football at that time because he loved the day-to-day running of club football. And after that, he got an appointment with Nottingham Forest. It didn't go too well. So at the moment, he's unattached. And
but he seems to have everything. He played for a club like Tottenham.
Yes, Tottenham Hotspur.
So he understands the Premier League. He coached 2 Premier League clubs, bring them from Championship. So in terms of caliber, for the list that we have checked, he's probably the highest.
He's the highest. And also when he was at Tottenham, after he finished playing in '93, he worked under about 7 different managers as assistant coach at Tottenham Hotspur, which means that he has a great knowledge. He's learned a lot from a lot of high-class managers.
So these are his high points?
Yes, these are his high points, his achievements, Football League Championship. So he won the championship with Newcastle. That's what promoted them to the Premier League. The Premier League. And also EFL Championship runner-up with Brighton and Hove Albion. So his individual
and Premier League Manager of the Month in 2018.
Yes, so he's the first black person to win the Premier League Manager of the Month in February 2018. And he's one of the, when he was coaching the Premier League, he's one of the few black people who ever coached in the Premier League. And the first colored person to play for Irish national team.
Oh, I see. He played for Irish national team.
Yes.
Okay, so for my money, Chris Hughton, is he able to be like a caretaker and to be considered later after the Nigeria? I
don't think he will accept. You
think if he's coming in, he's looking for a contract as Ghana coach for 3 years?
Because before we even picked Milo, he was considered, and his conditions that he gave was that he wanted to be paid $80,000. And also he will bring in his own coaching staff, that's his assistants and some technical people. He will bring them, which will be at the cost of Ghana. And at that time, we thought it was too expensive for that. And that's why he wasn't picked during that time. We're searching for a manager.
But would he accept to you think he would not accept to do the Nigeria as a caretaker manager? So that we sort of see, we have to see. We cannot just be doling our money, 80,000 to him.
Yes, but he would also like to protect his interests, because if he goes in those games,
right now he's not working.
If he goes in those games,
so we give him Nigeria, Ghana. Bring your technical people. We agree on cost. You qualify us for the World Cup. We pay you this amount of money. Then we come back to the table and work it out properly. He should be able to accept that and show us what he can do. Because at this stage we are wounded. We are not very excited, and we have almost given up on the World Cup. Yes. So really,
at the moment, looking at where Ghana is, it will not be wise for him to accept it, because the time is the time period is very short. He will not have time to keep the players for a very long time, because the clubs will only release players for you a week. Probably a week to the match.
Oh, but he's a top manager. He knows it. This is a World Cup qualifier. Yes, so there's a FIFA break.
There's going to be a FIFA break. Yes. So it's going to be about 1 week that he's going to have with the players.
But that's okay.
So if
he's a top manager, but he's watched the AFCON. He knows.
Yes, you can be a top manager, but if you've not had time to gel with your team and also get to know your players well, you can't bring the best out of them.
When Tuchel came to Chelsea, how many minutes
there was already quality.
Yeah, but we have quality. If you recall the right players, we have quality.
There are a lot of doubts about that, whether we still have the quality like other countries.
We just probably didn't call
Nigeria, Senegal, Mali.
Talk of Nigeria. Let's go over to Nigeria. What's happening there? What's the latest?
Yeah, so Nigeria.
Can you turn this to Nigeria?
Yes, they'll turn it to Nigeria. So Nigeria, after their exit from, so even before the tournament, they sacked their coach, Belgium, Gennett Hall. They sacked him. He qualified them to the World Cup playoffs, but unfortunately they sacked him, and they appointed this Portuguese Jose Portrio. He's a Portuguese coach, Jose Porcero, and he's very experienced. He's coached a lot of teams, but he's not been too successful. His only success has been with Al Ahly, where he won the league with them.
Who is this? This is the one you're talking about?
Yes, this is the one.
He's been appointed by Nigeria?
Yes, he was appointed before the Nations Cup, but he was asked to only observe so that they give it to an interim manager.
So Agyapong was interim?
Yes, he was interim.
So his resignation doesn't mean much?
Yes, it doesn't mean much. He would have gone anyway because they've already appointed.
Okay, so this is a Nigeria substantive coach?
Yeah, this is a substantive
And he was
coach.
in Cameroon to watch them?
He was in Cameroon to observe.
Who is he?
So he's a Portuguese. He's coached teams like Real Madrid as an assistant, Sporting CP, Al Hilal, Panathinaikos, Saudi Arabia, Braga, Al Ahly, FC Porto, Venezuela national team. His last job was with the Venezuela.
So he is now the official coach of Nigeria?
Yes, he is the official.
So if we're playing Nigeria, he's the one we're going to play?
Yeah, he's the one we are going to play.
What's his name again?
Jose Peseiro. He's a Portuguese.
I see.
Yes.
So this is the Nigeria story?
Yes.
So they have their Jose Peseiro already?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, so you look, Ghana were paired with Nigeria. You look at the head-to-head between Ghana and Nigeria, 49 games. Ghana has won 21 times, Nigeria 10 times, and 18 times it ended in a draw. But when it comes to the World Cup qualifiers, we've met 8 times, and Ghana has won twice. Nigeria has also won twice, and 4 has ended in the draw when it comes to playing World Cup qualifiers. So during those times we always meet Nigeria in our group in World Cup qualifiers. We are always not successful because they always qualify ahead of us. All the time
but
that
you're
we
showing
qualify,
two wins each.
Yeah, the 2 wins is just points. So it means in the other games, if they're able to get a better point, they go. In every time that we've qualified for the World Cup, we've never had Nigeria.
I don't like this slide. I like this one. 1-on-1 of 49 games, we've won 21.
21, yes.
They have won 10.
They've won 10
so
times.
we've beaten Nigeria more than they've beaten us. We've drawn 18 times.
Yes.
Is the away goal rule going to work for this tournament?
Yes, it's going to work for this tournament.
Okay, so Nigeria come here, we make sure they don't score a goal.
Yes.
And we go there, and so we do 1-1 in, I think Kumasi is where the game is going to now.
We are still not sure yet.
No, Cape Coast has been closed. It cannot be played in Cape Coast.
Yes, the CAF officials will have to come and inspect the Kumasi Sports Stadium and see if it will be okay for them.
Okay, so this is thank you for this. This is Ghana, Nigeria, and so if we do 1-1 here and 2-2 there, we go through.
Qualify, yes.
Okay.
So
so Senegal, Egypt, who's going to go through? Pick it up. Let's see. What do you think?
Senegal.
You think you prefer Senegal?
Yeah, I was Senegal.
But you saw the Egyptians play, didn't you?
Yeah, but
against Cote d'Ivoire, that was the best game of the tournament.
But Senegal have their coach. They have a problem with he's not too technical. Aliou Cissé, he coaches. He takes advantage of the kind of quality players he have. He's not too.
Cameroon, Algeria are still in the tournament.
Yes. No, Algeria is out. Algeria were kicked out in the group.
So Cameroon might do well at AFCON, and then they'll be buoyed to beat Algeria to go to the World Cup. Ghana, Nigeria, we pick Ghana. Dr. Congo and Morocco.
Morocco are likely to go to
Mali and Tunisia.
And also a very difficult encounter. Mali have never qualified for the World Cup. Tunisia are one of the teams in Africa who always almost makes it to the World Cup. So it's going to be a very, very difficult time. Mali were also kicked out of the African Cup of Nations by Equatorial Guinea just yesterday. A big surprise.